Hello bandits, a very quick one today as we check into the Rockfish title Everspace. And just for full clarity here, Everspace is currently in the game preview program, and as such this is indeed more of a preview than a review. It's not a finished product, and if you do purchase it now, as with all game preview titles, be sure to heed the bug warnings and also keep up with the changelog, which here is handily placed in the main menu. From the outset, Everspace is certainly a pretty game, and from what we've found, pretty solid gameplay wise as well. The premise is a fairly simple one, and to borrow a tagline from Edge of Tomorrow, your mission here is pretty much live, die, repeat. Your final aim is to reach your destination, wherever that may be, and you'll pass through different areas in different sectors as you go, picking up a variety of different commodities to repair or upgrade your ship and loadout as you move forward. There's a fair amount of farming here as you pick up ore, scrap and of course fuel. In fact, there are 12 different commodities plus fuel and nanobots that you'll need to be on the lookout for, as well as blueprints and other consumables along the way. These commodities and items are wiped out every time you die, and while your new clone is being prepared, you can spend some time upgrading your perks to upgrade ships' hull, sensors, weapons and other bits and pieces you'd expect from a roguelike space shooter. You also use credits to do this, and any credits which you don't use while you're here will be wiped out upon launch. When you choose to launch once more, you'll be right back where you started in Sector 1 and ready to go once more to see if you can get further than before, of course with your new perks helping you go a little ways extra as you jump through the different routes along your way. There are some current limitations to the title, and there's not too much in the way of story, though a little more will be added, as well as 2 extra ships where you're currently limited to just the 1. Of course, we're looking forward to seeing more as this progresses through game preview, and also seeing what feedback comes from the community, which we're sure the developers will be taking on board. Everspace is provisionally rated by PEGI at 12, and as it's provisional, we'll not be fully rating it just yet, as we don't know what might be added. Currently, while there's a lot of shooting enemies, of course no blood or gore out in deep space. That is the item to watch here, though we've not noticed anything really in the way of language, fear, sex, gambling, drugs, discrimination or online play for the moment. As we're not on a finished game, it would also be a little lax to give a full review, however we can tell you how we feel about it so far. After the grind, immersion and frankly simishness of Elite Dangerous, we've really been looking forward to Everspace. It's not a sim, it's a galaxy away from being a sim title, and very much arcade in terms of controls and gameplay, so we'll call it what it is, a roguelike arcade adventure which happens to be set in space. It does have bugs, we've had a few crash outs already in fact, but being game preview that's only to be expected. The only thing we'd like to see change here really is the control scheme. However, speaking to the developers, we're looking at customizable controls in the near future. Apart from that, we love the drop-in, drop-out feel to it. If you have a couple of hours, you can take on a grind, upgrading your ship, trading with the locals, and taking in some awesome scenery along your way. If you have 20 minutes or so, you can drop in, scout an area or two, and make your way to the next jump gate or a new sector, and then hop off again. The ability to switch between first and third person at any time is also quite a nice touch. Overall, we'd say it was definitely worth at least picking up the demo. If you're looking for something as in-depth as Elite Dangerous or Star Citizen, you won't find that here, but you're not meant to. It's a game which is lacking in controller setup, but with that being rectified with mapping soon, hopefully, if you're after something a little breezier than a simulator, it's certainly worth checking out. Don't forget to check out the full extended preview at pixelbandits.org, and again, subscribe here and there to keep up with all our news and reviews. As ever, we've been Pixel Bandits and you've been awesome. Thanks for watching.